Welcome to Chatty Sparkly Runners on another beautiful winter's day.
It is lovely.
It is beautiful.
You froze, didn't you, last
I froze
episode?
last week. I'm not. I'm warm this week.
Yeah, okay, let's go.
And we're following on this week, aren't we, from all the suggestions that people have been giving us in the group and on the page.
Yeah, because we wanted to find out what tactics do you have
Tactics, I like that word.
to get you out through the door and out running.
Yeah, how do you motivate yourself to get out on a regular basis?
Well, it's how to get out through the door, not how to motivate yourself through the door. I'm trying to be really specific here.
Okay.
So we've had lots of suggestions, and I really think there are 3 different categories.
Okay, you've divided it into
Okay, yeah,
categories.
so I'm putting it into categories.
I've got my list.
Yeah, you've got your list. Okay, so the first one is, organisational.
Should we run this week?
Yeah, if you like.
It's downhill.
Okay, organisational
Being organised.
tips.
Yeah.
And be able to create time tips, because people lead busy lives. You've got young children to look after, or perhaps an elderly parent to look after, and time is at a premium. So there are top tips on there for being organised and getting out. Then secondly, I think the second thing is you're going to be more likely to get through the door if you've set yourself a challenge. So that'll be the second thing that we can talk about.
So we'll talk about those 2 things.
Yeah, and the third thing is if you haven't got the energy to go out running, but that's a completely different thing, and I think we're going to do an episode next week on that energy and why. Okay, so give us some of the organisational tips.
We have some very, very organised.
Very
impressed.
Much more organised than I am. Yeah.
So I've sort of grouped these. The first one is all about setting an intention.
Okay.
All about get your kit ready in the morning.
Yes.
You're going to go in the evening, get it ready the night before. And I do some of these.
I've never ever done that.
I do.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I know you do.
I know, I'll put my kit on in the morning. If I know I've got a busy day, but I'm going to fit a run in, I'll make sure I'm dressed for it. This is when I'm at home.
I hate to say this, but I think women need to plan more than men.
Let's not get into that. So that's setting that intention, isn't it? The next one is, so being organised by, if you're going to go to work and you know that you're going to feel perhaps tired when you get home, as soon as you sit in that chair you might not want to go out, take your running kit to work, run on the way home, or when you get through the door after a day at work, just go straight out.
Yes.
I mean, somebody's even said prepare the tea in the slow cooker, so that's all done. You don't have to worry, because you get through the door and thinking, oh, I've got to go running and I've got to make tea. Oh, which one do I do?
Yeah. Okay.
So I like that one.
Yeah, running to and work's a good one. When I used to run, when I was an athlete,
if you can do that,
had to do, I train twice a day. I'd run to work in the morning.
Yeah, if you can do that.
Because that
saves a
saves
nice park
time.
On the way home, you can run round.
If you run to and from work, that saves time, because your commute is dead time anyway.
So another aspect of being organised, and this is one of the best ones, get yourself running with a friend, organise yourselves, commit to going out on Thursday with your best friend running, or join a running group that runs at certain times.
Yes, and have a run that you will go to.
And somebody used these words, use a friendly, no pressure running group.
Yes.
Join one of those.
There are plenty.
Make it fun.
Yeah, there are plenty of those about these days.
There are, they're perfect.
Run, mummy, run, and all that.
Yeah. And the next one is all about having a little extra carrot to make you want to go running.
Ah, so a motivational tool.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah.
Somebody listens to a book on Audible.
Yes.
And they have a real page turner, and they said they haven't got time to listen to it any other time.
Then they go out because they want to listen to their book.
Yeah, they want to find out what's going to happen, so they're
off they go.
going to go for a run because I want to know what
that's a
happens
great
in the next
idea.
chapter.
Yeah. Come on, we can run again.
Little tricks.
Okay.
So these are all the really good ways to get yourself organised. So now we're on to your second point.
Okay, so sort of having a challenge that you work towards.
Yeah, I mean it's part of
because that's
follows on from being organised, doesn't it?
it moves from being organised to motivating you. So what motivates you to get out through the door? Well, having a challenge. So the challenge could be, the walk to run challenge the Couch to 5k to do a 5k non-stop, or
it might be a Strava challenge.
I'm not going to go there. It could be doing a 10k. It could be doing a 10k in under an hour. It could be, finishing your first half marathon, or a PB, a personal best, or whatever. So if you have that plan.
Some people use their steps. They have to do so many steps. So going out for a run will
easily get your steps. So, but having a plan, you can then say that every run you do should have a reason for doing the run, and should bring you closer to your goal. So I would, if I've done a session and I run and it's brought me closer to my goal, then I do the victory pose at the end of it. This is a one-handed victory pose, you can guess why. Because it's got me closer to my goal, so I'm happy.
And that's going to make you want to go out and do it again?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, it may be that all you've got to do in terms of setting yourself a challenge is say that you're going to run 3 times a week or 4 times a week.
Or,
I'm going to run Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I do.
Okay.
You have to
And that works.
set days.
And that works nicely, doesn't it?
Yeah. So there's just one more sort of set of comments that I haven't mentioned, which is all about what happens, what you do if you really don't feel like it. You might have had a really busy day at work and you've done all those things, you've got yourself organised, but getting out through the door is still a big struggle. And there were some lovely suggestions, like just go out, get your kit on, go out and just plan to go for a walk for 5 to 10 minutes.
Absolutely.
And see how you feel.
Absolutely.
And most of the time people are saying when they do that, they feel, after they've warmed up 5 to 10 minutes, they feel like doing a little bit of a run.
Okay.
Or a walk.
So they're really listening to their bodies, but they're giving themselves the opportunity to do it. But you've also got to give yourself permission not to do it.
Yes, and that leads me on to probably my favourite little comment from Louise Clare.
Yes.
She gives herself permission to only do what her body...
That's a Facebook
to what her body is capable of on that day.
Yeah, which is perfect.
Which is absolutely perfect.
Which is really what I want to talk about next week, which is, structuring what you do so that you build in recovery. So if you're going along and you don't have the energy, and it's because you're doing too much running.
Well, it might be.
It could be.
Well, it might be you've got to balance it with your life stress.
Okay, yeah, but if you're doing too much running, then you need to recognise that. So we can talk about that next week.
Okay.
And are you training correctly? How do you know you're training constructively?
Yeah. Because if you are struggling to get out the door, could be for any number of reasons, couldn't it? But absolutely. That one could be in the background.
Could be there. We've edited out a little pause there just so that Anne can get her breath back.
This is a big hill.
So thank you very much for watching. Thank you also for all your suggestions and comments. If you have any other comments, put them in the comments below on Facebook or on YouTube. It's always great to hear that, and it helps other people.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I wouldn't have come up with half of those things, so it's really nice for people to do that. And next week we're going
to go into a bit more.
Yeah, a little bit about how to get your body working for you, because running should give you more energy.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll look at that and how to give yourself more energy.
So it's an extension of this week's.
Yeah.
So
if you getting out through the door, because we've just met one of a very famous archery coach, and he lives locally. He coached his daughter to an Olympic medal, and he said the more I do, the more I want to do. So that's in regard to running, not in regard to archery.
It's probably the same though.
So I think that's great. Yeah. The more you do, the better you get at it. The more you want to do.
Yeah, that's what he said. The more I did, the better I got at it. The more I wanted to.
Yeah, which is a great thing.
Yeah. So how do you get that vitality? How do you make sure you've got the vitality so that you
can
want
to
do
it?
More?
Anyway, so we come to that
next week.
Okay, so thank you very much for watching.
Yeah, don't forget our YouTube channel where you can find all our videos, and join our Facebook group, so that you can get in on all this discussion that we are sort of using to decide where we go with our videos this year.
Yeah, and the website, the Chatty Sparkly Runners website, is where you get all the blogs and a little bit more information. So thank you again. Well, hopefully we'll have such glorious weather next week. We couldn't film yesterday because it was so windy, so we waited for this beautiful opportunity, and it is lovely. So thank you very much, and
see you next week.
see you next week.